Really, like, my life is actually in tatters because you really, really affected me, and you're just gonna walk away from it. So now, I'm gonna go to the end. Sorry, getting angry.
Why were you guys in the news earlier this year?
Because we had a group of white boys from our old school harass us, cyberbully us, racially attack us for about a year and a half. They made the mistake of recording a video on Snapchat. It went viral and BBC News picked it up.
Initially, we didn't go to the police or go to the uni, just because I think at our school it was seen as the norm. Like, we weren't the only ones that had that kind of situation going on. So that's why we never did anything then. But then I think coming to uni, it got worse once we left school and they kind of could hide behind a screen and had the ability to, do it on such a mass level from all over the country. And then I think when the video came out, we were like, okay, this is actually malicious. The police avenue is still something I think we're still both a bit cautious about going down, just because obviously when it gets into the legal side, it gets very serious, and I don't want what is already a bad situation to take over and become such a stress on my life. So
I do.
Oh,
sorry. Because these boys actually think that they've gotten away with it. Cambridge don't want to name him. Obviously, Cambridge have been in the news with their messy students who want to bully homeless people, who want to bully gay people, want to bully black people, and they protect their students above the rights of other people on their campus.
The boys who did it are not facing any repercussions. That's crazy. I feel like we should just get a little clarity on that. And
that's it's sensationalized. Everyone's like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I'm so sad. I'm so sorry. It gets in the media, but all it is really is it's an isolated story. People hear the story, see the story, react to the story, and then turn away. These guys have not really on any serious level had any problem. Nothing's happened to them. Essentially, the moral of the story is do what you want because nothing's going to happen. I don't care about it being in BBC News if nothing's going to happen. I don't care about having meetings with the university if these guys are going to carry on walking around and doing nothing. I think like disciplinary actions they have on offer are mediation meetings where we sit and chat, which I think is important to talk and help them understand why they did this wrong. But do you think they're going to learn?
Do you think we haven't spoken to them when we know we went to the same school together? They're not feeling any sense of we've done something wrong. These people are smart people as well, because I think people think that racism is for backwater, low income.
Working class.
Yeah, it's not. It's very insidious. And these are smart people, book smart people who came out openly being aggressively racist, who are going to become lawyers for higher power companies, and a doctor. How can you have a doctor who's racist? There's fitness to practice. There's studies that show that implicit bias affects the amount of care you're going to give to your patients. So there's ethnic minorities not getting the same amount of care with white people. Imagine a doctor who's actually just calling black people friends. This guy used to be my best friend, calling us monkeys, the N-word, and that can be a doctor. It's bigger than me and Timmy, which is what a lot of people don't understand, because people thought me and Timmy were going for a witch hunt, and it's you're just really not understanding it, that it's way bigger than us, and you can't let people get away with it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, that's cool, that's deep. So what, did you guys go to school? Did you both go to the same school?
I've been to school with these guys since the 7th. 10 years now I've known these people. If people that I know can say this to me, people that I've literally sat next to in a classroom and I've queued at lunch and I've been on school trips and I've stayed at your house and I've been at parties with you, if you can turn around and say that to me, think how much worse they'd be willing to do to a stranger they have no emotional attachment to, they have no affiliation with. Why would they not take it one step further and why not go for a push, why not go for a punch? The video was harrowing and it was weird seeing people that I know being malicious, but imagine if they're willing to put that on Snapchat and let people see that what they're saying behind the scenes. They're obviously saying worse. And if you get away with doing that now at 21, when you're 25 and you've got money and you've got a big job and you feel even better about yourself, why aren't you going to go and beat someone? Why aren't you going to go out as a group and attack someone in the club? Because you've not had any repercussions. They are violent people. That's the thing. They are violent people. So one day they'll meet. The violence and the racism they're going to cross paths.
And the universities just don't want to deal with it, basically.
It's outside of their jurisdiction, or it's not. They can only deal with what they have physical evidence of in front of them, which I get is procedural, but the system is so complicated and so rigid that it actually works against the victims. Yeah. Because it makes it so hard for you to actually get to the end of your case and get to some kind of resolution because, you haven't got evidence, so I'm sorry, we can't deal with that, or they're not in uni, so we can't help you with that, or it's confidentiality, so we can't actually tell you what punishment we gave the guy. So for as far as I know, nothing's happened. But if this thing happens and there's this massive storm around it and no one knows the effects and no one knows that if I do this I'm going to get this punishment, I'm going to get kicked out of uni, I'm going to get a record mark, then no one's learning from the situation because you don't know what actually comes of it. So I think that's a problem.
I think it's because university's a business. Like, you know, that documentary that came out 2 years ago last year about, I think it's The Hunting Ground, like sexual assault at Ivy League schools. And you get the same sexual assault in English universities, and like universities decline to comment, or they do not file these complaints because it shows up on their record, and like
Public image and that.
you lose funding from alumni, you lose a lot of money, like you don't get the same calibre of people applying to your university because of your public image. There's a lot of people that we know at Cambridge. There's a lot of things to do with sexual assault, hate crimes at university that people try and report. Cambridge will stop it. Literally, like, they'll just bury it and like hush hush because they just don't want it on their record. But it's like, I'd even ask you to make it public or whatever.
Just deal with it properly.
Just deal with it. By you not doing something, you are complicit in what they're doing.